If you have the world's fastest shifting gearbox like we have here, you also want to have the lowest inertia engine to...
Imagine an engine the size of a backpack delivering more horsepower than a McLaren 765 LT. Now imagine it weighing less than your checked luggage at the airport. Sounds impossible? Not anymore. After years of whispers, patents, and pieced-together spy shots, Koenigsegg has finally pulled the curtain back on what might be the most revolutionary piece of engineering since the internal combustion engine was invented, the dark matter engine. An 800 horsepower, 86 pounds power plant is not a prototype, not a concept, but a reality. So what does this dark matter do here in this car? Well, it does several things. Officially announced by Koenigsegg with the kind of restrained swagger only they could pull off, this featherweight titan marks a seismic shift in performance engineering. This will change everything. The technology in this car is otherworldly. It's never-seen-before technology put together with a tiny, friendly giant engine. The implications aren't limited to just supercars. The dark matter engine promises to influence aerospace, motorsport, marine applications, and even the long-assumed deathbed of internal combustion itself. As the automotive world races toward electrification, Koenigsegg has taken a radically different, and arguably more daring, path, reimagining combustion at its absolute peak. It's more boost, more spark, more power, more acceleration. In an era when most manufacturers are downsizing or plugging in, Koenigsegg just gave the piston engine a new lease on life. Not just better. Not just lighter. This engine redefines what's possible. Let's take a deep dive into the world's lightest 800 GP engine and the Swedish hypercar company crazy enough, and brilliant enough, to build it. There you go. Seemingly the world's fastest revving production. Koenigsegg's legacy of innovation. To understand the gravity of the dark matter engine, one must first understand the company that dared to dream it into existence. Koenigsegg isn't just a car manufacturer. It's a boundary-pushing, rule-breaking skunkworks of mechanical obsession nestled in a quiet corner of Ängelholm, Sweden. For over 2 decades, Christian von Koenigsegg and his team have built a reputation not by following industry trends, but by rewriting the entire rulebook of automotive engineering. From the very beginning, Koenigsegg has pursued innovation with almost reckless ambition. The company's early flagship, the CC8S, stunned the world by combining artisan craftsmanship with aerospace-level precision. It was followed by the CCR and CCX, which took aim at world speed records with a single-minded focus on extreme performance. But Koenigsegg wasn't content with just going fast, it had to do it differently. That drive led to the introduction of free valve technology, an entirely camless engine system that replaced traditional valve trains with pneumatic, hydraulic, and electronic actuators. This wasn't science fiction. It worked, and it worked brilliantly, offering previously impossible levels of control over intake and exhaust events. Then came the Jesco's Lightspeed Transmission, LST, a gearbox that was so fast and responsive that it defied the traditional limitations of dual-clutch designs. Even their chassis and suspension systems defied convention. The triplex suspension introduced in the Agera allowed for simultaneous vertical and anti-squat damping, something never before attempted in a production car. Their relentless pursuit of lightweight construction, cutting-edge aerodynamics, and bespoke powertrains has made Koenigsegg the de facto standard for what happens when engineers aren't told no. What makes Koenigsegg truly unique, however, is its size. Unlike giants like Ferrari, Porsche, or Bugatti, Koenigsegg is a boutique company, small in headcount but colossal in ambition. And that small, tightly-knit team has consistently managed to out-innovate companies with thousands of employees and billions in budget. The dark matter engine is not a departure from this legacy, it is its ultimate expression. Stripping down everything to its essence, then rebuilding it with exotic materials, radical design, and sheer engineering audacity. Koenigsegg hasn't just evolved combustion, they've supercharged its soul. What is the dark matter engine? If the name sounds like something out of a Marvel script, that's no accident. The dark matter engine is every bit as mysterious, powerful, and physics-defying as its cosmic namesake. Officially revealed by Koenigsegg after years of speculation, this engine delivers a staggering 800 horsepower while weighing just 86 pounds. For comparison, a typical V8 engine weighs around 450 to 600 pounds. Even small electric motors with comparable power outputs can't compete at this scale in terms of sheer mass efficiency. So what exactly is it? The dark matter engine is an ultra-compact, high-output combustion unit that breaks nearly every convention in traditional engine design. It doesn't fit into any standard category. This isn't a shrunken V8, a tuned inline-4, or a hybrid boosted gimmick. It's something new, a radical rethinking of internal combustion from the molecular level up. At the heart of this breakthrough is its material science. Koenigsegg has reportedly employed a mix of carbon composite casings, titanium internals, and aerospace-grade ceramics for thermal shielding. Every component has been engineered to shed weight while maintaining strength at extreme RPMs and temperatures. The architecture is modular, which suggests adaptability across different platforms, from hypercars to drones to possibly even aerospace vehicles. It's compact enough to be mounted in a mid-engine configuration, yet powerful enough to rival full-scale racing engines. Early reports indicate the engine uses a single-cylinder-based, multiple combustion chamber design, a radical departure from conventional multi-cylinder layouts. This setup allows for modular scaling, seamless torque delivery, and incredible fuel efficiency. The dark matter name. Why dark matter? Because much like the real dark matter believed to make up most of the universe, this engine represents an unseen force, a dense, almost invisible powerhouse that radically shifts everything it touches. The name evokes mystery, power, and a deep scientific foundation. It's also a statement of intent. This isn't just another engine, it's a whole new class of propulsion. And yet, it's not just a marvel of power and lightness, it's what it doesn't have that really sets it apart. Gone are bulky ancillaries like traditional cooling systems, radiators, and even camshafts. Early technical documentation hints at an integrated thermal loop system and solid-state ignition architecture, pointing to a system that's not only ultralight but also ultra-efficient. The real magic lies in the numbers. 800 horsepower at under 90 pounds puts the power-to-weight ratio at an unprecedented level, nearly 10 horsepower per pound. For comparison, the Bugatti Chiron, with 1,500 HP and a 4,000 pounds curb weight, achieves around 0.34 horsepower per pound. Overall, that's not just an upgrade, it's a category reset. First, there's the most obvious arena, aerospace. In aviation, weight is everything. Every pound saved can result in exponential gains in range, payload, and efficiency. A compact, ultralight, and high-output engine like dark matter could revolutionize small aircraft, drones, or even future electric hybrid air mobility platforms. Its high power density and modularity make it ideal for vertical takeoff and landing (VTOL) systems, where space and mass are at a premium. Unlike traditional turbines, which are expensive and maintenance-heavy, this combustion unit could offer a cost-effective, serviceable, and fuel-flexible alternative. Next is motorsport. In racing, where milliseconds count and rules often restrict battery sizes or electric assists, dark matter could give teams a razor-sharp edge. Its instantaneous throttle response, featherweight mass, and modular torque delivery system would allow for tighter chassis packaging, lower center of gravity, and explosive acceleration. And with emissions and sustainability increasingly becoming part of motorsport mandates, the engine's ability to run on synthetic or carbon-neutral fuels adds another competitive edge, performance without the penalty. Then there's the marine world, where efficient power plants are sought for everything from racing boats to stealth naval applications. Traditional marine engines are notoriously heavy and inefficient. A dark matter-derived marine engine could deliver massive thrust-to-weight ratios while freeing up valuable onboard space and improving fuel economy. Combine this with its advanced cooling system, which eliminates bulky radiators and pumps, and it becomes an ideal candidate for high-speed, low-profile craft. But perhaps the most disruptive implication is this: the death of the combustion engine has been greatly exaggerated. For over a decade, governments and manufacturers alike have been writing its obituary, pivoting toward electric-only futures. Yet here comes Koenigsegg, with a combustion engine so advanced, so clean, and so lightweight that it reopens the conversation. When paired with hybrid components or deployed in industries where electric alternatives struggle with energy density and range, the dark matter engine could extend the relevance of combustion far into the next generation. It's not just about keeping gas engines alive, it's about transforming what we thought they could be. Quiet, clean, efficient, featherlight, modular, and devastatingly powerful. The dark matter engine is a rebuke to stagnation, a challenge to electrification orthodoxy, and above all, a triumph of what can happen when engineers aren't told what's impossible. This is the Koenigsegg way. Dream it, build it, prove it. And in doing so, pull the future a little closer to the present, one impossible idea at a time.